What's going on, you guys? So in this video I'm gonna be bagging a 2012 328i BMW. I'm gonna be bagging it with my uncle. All we're waiting for is the management to come in, but once we get it in, we'll put it on. Before we bag the BMW, I'm gonna show you guys the new wheels I got. So this is how my car looks right now on the stock wheels. So these are the SSR Eagle struts. This is what I got. Got these custom built from Devil's Work on IG. I'll have their IG in the screen somewhere, so if you guys need wheels built, check them out. These things turned out badass. So the specs I went with are 18 by 10.5 plus 0 in the rear. Pretty fucking wide, but I'm gonna make these things fit. And for the front, I went with 18 by 9.5 plus 20. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. About to head over to the shop in a little, get these things mounted. Let's get it. Alright guys, so this is how the new wheels look. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Shit looks badass. The fitment is actually pretty good. The rears are fender to lip, and the fronts, they're not too bad. I should have gone a little wider in the front, but it's all good. But yeah, this is how it looks. Clean as fuck. Hella camber. So tomorrow, we're gonna start bagging the BMW, the F30.
Tomorrow.
Alright, so this is how this thing looks before, stock height. It's pretty high. We're about to have this shit slammed to the ground. And I'm gonna also be doing a chrome delete on this. Make it look a little more aggressive. This is what he went with. flyyairr struts, airlift 3P management. Comes with all the hardware, the fittings, air compressor, management right there, and the tank. Comes with some line, the wiring harness, water trap, the air struts are right here. So we're first gonna run all the management, get all the lines ran. We're gonna put the compressor and the manifold under here. That's just how he wanted it, and the tank is gonna be somewhere up here. And I also got a longer leader hose because this one is way too short, and he wants it under that trunk space. What I like to do is take off this clip thing right here because it's way too big and it doesn't let you spin it on all the way. And I also like to Teflon tape this. And since we're putting a longer leader hose All I have to do is take this off, put the new one in there. So the way you take off the rear seat is you first got to take off the bottom piece right here. All it is 2 clips, because I noticed the rear fucking seats don't fold down. It's all just one whole big piece, and all it is these 2 bolts right here. I forgot what they're called, but it's like a star bit. I'll show you guys how it looks. So just take off these 2 bolts in the middle, and after you do that, you just pull the seat up this way, clip off the 2 from the bottom. Then up top, there's also a clip. Pop it off. Everything should come off. That's the way we're gonna run the 2 lines for the front, all along this way right here. The tank is all mounted. All I need to do now is put all the fittings on there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the line for the compressor right here, plug this one up, and then the fitting for the bottom, that one's gonna be for the safety release valve. Over here, I'm gonna put the water trap, and then I'm gonna plug it up on this side. This is how we ran the management and everything. Compressors mounted, hooked up. So the wiring harness and all the lines go down through here. The little grommet that was right there, you just have to hit it out, drill it out, and then everything goes under here. You just zip tied everything, and it goes back up there, all the way back to this grommet over here. Because I feel like if we would have went up over here, that would have been a big bulge right here, would have been sticking out. So it looks way cleaner like this. And all we did was we ran the 2 front lines back up through here, the fuse right here. So the fuse we used was 47, this one right here. And for the fuse holder, you have to go on Amazon and order a different type of fuse, because the one they provide doesn't fit. It's way too short. I'll try to have that linked down in the description as well, so you guys can go buy it. And then we also ran the remote back up here, same with the line for the tank. And the 2 rear lines, they just split off on their own way down there. And then, oh shit, and then the E for the exhaust just goes down and ends right there. To take off the front struts, what you're first gonna wanna do is take off the end link right here. All it is a 16mm bolt. Just take that off. And the easy way to do it is to have the car even on both sides. So jack up the other side and jack up this side, because if it's uneven, this end link isn't gonna wanna come off. And after that, just get another jack, support it under here, push up, and the end link should come off. After you do that, you're gonna wanna take off this bolt down here. It's a 19mm or 18mm back here, and this one is a 16. Once you do that, what you're gonna wanna do is pry open this notch right here. Take off these 13mm bolts, bring the strut out, and then you'll have it pried open. You just pull it out. This is how the front flyyairr struts look. We have the leader line in and everything. So I was kind of confused because I thought the front struts came with a little notch that went into the hub assembly. So right in here, because on the stock ones, it has a little notch that goes in there. But I hit up flyyairr and they said that you'll be able to run it as long as you position the end link on the right side. Run your leader line up through there. So just run it through there and then bring it back out this way, right through there. So to take off the rear strut assembly, what you're gonna wanna do is take off this bolt right here. It's a 21 on this side and a 20 on this side. So the reason you take that off is because you're not gonna be able to get the stock spring off even if you push down on it. So if you take off this whole lower control arm, it'll just be able to slide right out. And for the top ones, what you're gonna wanna do is use a 10mm, take those off. After you get the whole strut out, that's when you wanna take off the spring. Once you have the rear strut out, all you need to do is pop off this clip because you're gonna be reusing the top hats. Once you get that little cover off, just get a 16mm with the impact, take it off, and then put this top hat on the flyyairr strut. These are how the rear shocks look. Just make sure to reuse the top hat, and you're also gonna wanna use that little washer, whatever it is. Just put it back in there. First, you're gonna wanna put the bag, put your fittings on there, and connect your line. Finally finished. Took all day, but we're finally done. All we're waiting for now is the calibration, and I'll show you guys how it looks after all aired out. This is how this thing turned out. Came out fucking badass. Rears straight tucking, and the front's pretty low, still looks good. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna do the chrome delete. Here's a little before how it looks. Gotta black this motherfucker out, hell yeah. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Honestly, this thing came out pretty badass, all blacked out. So I'm gonna show you guys how the trunk setup looks. This is how it turned out. It's a little dirty, but I'm gonna go wash this car right now. Get him right. Pretty simple. Just ran everything through there. Compressor mounted. It's nothing too crazy. Simple setup. Still looks good. Has a lot of trunk space. Time to hit the car wash, and we'll get these cinematics going. Hell yeah, baby.